Hi, everyone. You're probably wondering where we've been for a month. Welcome back to the Two Bald Bros podcast. I am one of your hosts, Abel, and this is one of our hosts, Aaron. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Abel. What's going on?
Where'd we go?
Man, let me tell you something. Life has been lifing for both of us, I will say.
We're tired.
We're tired. There will be more to come on my side.
Yeah.
Sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
But life is definitely lifing right now.
Yeah. So first and foremost, we're sorry we kept you guys a little bit in the dark. We had some stuff going on with work, real life stuff, other things. I mean, I got a promotion. We could talk about that real quick. Yay, go me. Whoop. Or yeet, but yeet.
If I want to know yeet.
Yeah, so apologies, we've been gone, we've been busy a little bit, but we still are the Two Bald Bros podcast. We're still gonna come to you weekly. We're getting back, hopefully. I can't even lie to you with a straight face. Listen, we're trying to come back on our consistency game. Literally the last episode, I happened to play because I forgot what episode we were on. I'm like, is this, and this is episode 23, by the way.
Yeah.
And I literally, when I turned it on, it was like, oh, yeah, we're going to be more consistent in our podcast game. I'm like, you dick.
You dickhead. You lied to the people immediately.
Yep. But as always, please help some brothers out. YouTube, Facebook, Apple Podcast, Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, all of our socials. Here it is. Like it below. Let us know what you want to talk about. Maybe we'll talk about it in the next month or 3, depending on when we come back. But no, seriously, we're going to try and be a little bit more consistent. But real life was lifing. We had to take care of some things, but we're back. How is your winter going so far? We're about 2 months in. Happy Valentine's Day. No one cares because we hate this holiday.
Yeah, I really do. But I'm in red, so it's cool.
Oh, I didn't even wait. Slides. I did something, and I did put a red background.
Oh yeah, you did.
I did. I wanted to be a little festive, but
you, man.
I'm pretty sure myself. I don't know. Does Rachel like Valentine's Day?
No, Rachel likes Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Amanda doesn't like Valentine's Day, so we're not Valentine's Day people. So happy Valentine's Day to you guys. We hope you're spending a lot of money on dinner tonight because that's exactly what you're doing.
Yep.
And we hope you have a good time.
Yep.
Hope you have a good time. But other than that, how's your winter going?
It's cold.
It's cold.
It's cold. And that stupid groundhog didn't see a shadow or whatever.
What a dick.
So 6 more weeks of winter. So fuck off.
He did have enough time to get his fuck on though and have a baby. So good for him.
Nice.
Yeah, did you see that? He's like the first. He's the first groundhog that had a baby.
Nice. Good for him, man. I love that for him.
Cheers to the groundhog.
Cheers.
But
Champagne.
also fuck you because I think literally next week on Thursday, from when this is taping, 15 to 20 inches.
No.
Did you see that? Yeah, next Thursday.
That's not real.
No, it's real. Next Thursday.
No.
We'll look at your weather app after we're done. No, I'm dead serious.
You're serious?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that guy can go to hell.
Yeah.
15 to 20 inches?
That is correct.
That's like, we're talking Venom size.
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. Be safe. Sorry, Amanda's getting on a flight to Puerto Rico, and I have the whole house to myself. So she just boarded the plane. So let freedom ring.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna get yelled at for that one later.
Yeah, you sure are. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah, so a lot of things have happened since we've been gone for this month. TikTok got banned and then re-unbanned. So that was fun. We even I put a little thing of like how many followers did I get? Doubled our followers, by the way. We went from like 70 to almost 140. I think we're like 138, 139.
Nice.
Yeah. So go TikTok people.
Love you guys. Thanks, man.
That was cool.
We appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
That's dope.
I got desperate and did whatever I could to get TikTok famous and not be able to see it. I'm like, oh, all these people are doing this. Like maybe it'll trend and I'll go in a direction. Hey, listen, 100% increase in our following.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly. Wayne
Quote,
Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Yeah. I was going to say J.R. Smith.
Angel Reese?
No, that's rebound, sir.
Angel Reese, 3 points. Bang! Oh, God. And now she's got the cereal. She's got the cereal and the McDonald's. Is it McDonald's or Burger King?
Yeah, I heard
partnership?
if you pour the cereal too fast, you miss the bowl.
You missed the bowl. People are literally eating the burgers like this, trying to eat it, dipping it in the ketchup.
man.
Can't dip it in the ketchup.
Oh, God.
Shout out to Angel Reese.
Two Bald Bros are misogynist.
Yes. Yeah. Hold on, wait. Let me be racist real quick. Thor's
We
gonna
check
hate
all
this.
the boxes.
Thor actually hates the gong.
Yo, so did my dog. Yeah, the gong. Not a fan of the gong. Not a fan of the gong.
Sorry, bud.
You got an issue, Thor? What's up, bro? That's not nice.
He's all right. He's not gonna like me now. No, dude, don't come over here with your bullshit. Don't come over with your bullshit. All right, so we gotta talk about a few things. Obviously, you guys know on this podcast we're locked into wrestling. We're locked the fuck back in. Yeet.
Yeet.
Just
Yeet.
me, oos. Yo, the Royal Rumble was sick.
Yo, listen. I just want to start here. I'm starting right here. It's been, now by the time this comes out, it'll be 3-4 weeks since the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Anybody who has an issue with Jey Uso win the Royal Rumble, I got 2 words for you. Yeet. My boy Jey Uso won the Rumble.
Dude, no
Surprise to everyone.
Not one person saw that coming. I've been watching like all like the wrestling YouTubers and the TikTokers and the Instagram. Yeet.
Yeet.
All right. Not one of them guessed Jey Uso was gonna win the Rumble.
Nope.
Not one.
Not one.
And even dude, I said the last 4 was gonna be Cena, Punk, Roman, and like Seth Rollins. I think that was my final
that
4.
was your final 4.
I didn't even think of Jay because he literally just had lost to Gunther in on Saturday Night Main Event.
Saturday Night Main Event.
And what I think it was that the second time they fought. I don't even.
Yes.
I think it was right.
That was the second time they fought.
So it was the second time they fought.
They're setting up the storyline for him to win the title.
It makes sense.
eventually.
It's a good build. They still have 2 months,
Which
so,
is weird because Gunther's not a bad champion. He's a good heel. He's a really good heel.
Yes, but he's good in the ring though. He
No,
puts
he
on good matches.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. I think a lot of the things that I'll be honest with you. Again, I'm just getting back into wrestling. For anybody out here who's like wants to get all technical with me and throw stats, I don't really care. I'm telling you for what I've seen, right?
Yeah.
So I love Jey Uso. Every time that dude comes out, the crowd is hype.
Hype.
The crowd is. He has to go back to the camera and be like, another one.
Dude,
let's do one more.
3 nights,
like
3 different nights in a row. Raw, SmackDown, Raw. He had to do it again.
Do it again. Yeah, like come on, what are we talking about?
You got to give him some credit, and he's been at this for a while. And yeah, go ahead.
I think the gripe from what I've seen is that from everybody who watches wrestling a lot is that Jey Uso and he fought Jimmy at WrestleMania last year.
Right, and it was like a lame.
And people said the match was horrible.
Yeah, it was not. I saw some of it was not.
So like, I think their gripe is like, well, Jimmy doesn't put on good matches, so why would you give him a main event title shot? He's main event Jey Uso.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think from what I love Jey Uso, but I think part of the issue for me with him, I love the persona, I love the personality. Part of my issue with Jey is that I feel like he doesn't really have his own finisher. He kind of doesn't. He kind of does a little bit of. He does the spear. Right. He does the super kick. He does like things that other people do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think he needs something that would separate him. He needs a definitive finishing move. Mm-hmm. That I think would be his. If they could find a way to set that up between now and WrestleMania, I don't think they can. But like,
dude, and he needs it bad because, like, for example, hate Logan Paul. Can't stand him.
That new finisher,
that pulverizer shit.
That shit was
dude.
Dope.
That was all.
I hate him.
I don't know. I can't stand him.
Hate him.
I don't know how you do that to a bigger guy, but it doesn't. Dude, that move looked good. Mm-hmm. Like Jay needs that. He needs a move that no one's like. Which is like, how do you find the move that no one's doing? It's got to be very difficult.
Because even now, you watch people like do moves, and they're even modifications of existing moves already.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is. But he needs his own something that is a finishing move for main event Jey Uso.
I'm sure he knows that too. I mean, he's got so much, but like, dude, he's over. He's so over. The crowd is behind him.
Oh,
I haven't seen the crowd behind someone like that in a long time. And listen, I haven't. We've watched the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
I didn't. Did you see a lot of John Cena stuff? Like, I didn't see any of John Cena's run.
When I got out of wrestling, is the John Cena main run.
Yeah.
Was when I was out of it completely. I missed the early Roman Reigns stuff, and I missed the John Cena
all the
run.
Shield stuff.
Yes, I missed all of that.
CM Punk.
Yes.
Like, I missed so much shit.
Yeah, I missed.
I've been going back and trying to like learn things. Like I missed Chris Jericho in the list. Mm-hmm. The funniest shit I've ever fucking seen.
Yep. That's around the time. I think that's around the time that I was like done with it. I was kind of like, I was over it at that point. Like it went into. I guess I went into a phase in my life where I was like, wrestling is what it is.
It got too PG.
Yeah.
From what I gather, it just got so lame.
When you go from the Attitude Era to PG-13 and for everybody on TV, it's like, dude, like. You can't. We really were. We had the best time in wrestling. You can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
We had Stone Cold pulling up in a hospital bed, hitting Vince McMahon with a goddamn piss pan, and kicking his broken leg,
spraying people with beer trucks. Like
what did we?
Kurt Angle. Yo, by the way, I didn't appreciate Kurt Angle enough either.
Oh, Kurt Angle's goated. Angle. What are we talking about?
Can't even say that. Did you, Chris? Oh, what the? I'll never get this guy's name right. The guy who does the podcast, all the wrestlers, Chris Van Pelt or Chris Van whatever his name is.
Yeah.
There's a really good conversation with him, and and Kurt Angle, and he talked about like all that stuff.
Oh,
and,
I'm
like,
sure.
the Perk Angle stuff. I can't call him that anymore.
Can't call him that anymore.
Can't.
Okay, fair. I haven't seen that, so that's fair. I have a lot of respect for Kurt Angle.
I didn't realize how good he was. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
you don't realize how good these guys are until they're gone. Like, dude, Prime Kane. Like I've been coming across those videos again. Didn't really appreciate how much of a unit Prime Kane.
Prime
was.
Kane was crazy.
But there's so many things going on right now. Like, dude, the women's division from what it was then to now is crazy. Shout out to Shawn Michaels. Shout out to Shawn Michaels for putting together just an excellent NXT lineup.
yeah, like I was gonna say, I love the fact that we got NXT wrestlers in the Royal Rumble.
Right, the big pot. Even the women's Royal Rumble was pretty good. Didn't like Nia Jax eliminating like 10 people. That sucked.
Unnecessary.
But dude, I miss Alexa Bliss coming back.
Bliss
Wish
was
I knew
back.
anything about her.
Yeah.
like she that pop was insane.
I missed the Brett Wyatt stuff.
Breast. I know what you're thinking about.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah.
Me too.
Well, you said you
Samesies.
started saying women's Royal
Yeah,
Rumble, and I
yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
Sorry, babe. But like, I missed the Brett Wyatt stuff, and I felt like he was somebody who I would have enjoyed.
Brian Wyatt? Yeah,
Wyatt.
I know.
He passed away.
I know,
So
yeah.
like, but my brother even told me, he's like, you would have thought he was really dope, like his style of fighting and all that. And I was like, yeah, I missed that whole run of. Was it Brian Wyatt or was it Brett? I thought it was Brett.
I thought it was. I don't
know.
remember.
Either way.
Mr. Wyatt, we apologize.
We apologize, but
We're still catching up.
I'm catching up, man. I'm catching up. All right, back to the Rumble. So the women's Rumble, my girl Jada Parker.
Jada Parker.
My girl Jada Parker.
She stayed
made it,
in for a
man.
while, too.
She sure did.
No, I don't think she got any eliminations, but it was
She
still.
didn't, but she had a pop. She had a moment where she won the ring.
Yeah.
She did her move.
Yep.
I think she eliminated someone. I'm pretty sure she eliminated
I don't
someone.
remember.
I don't know if it was anybody crazy, but I think she eliminated
The
someone.
moment that she had with what is it? Naomi and Bianca Belair and who was the other woman from NXT? She was great too.
The girl from
Tall
NXT
as
was
fuck.
that Amazon. Sorry, I don't know your name. The Amazon chick from NXT. She's
Tall
tall and athletic as
she
hell.
is a badass. I'm gonna.
I was like, what the hell? I have to learn. I have to watch NXT.
I'm gonna probably put her name here because I feel bad not naming them right.
Yeah,
and then
don't
Chelsea just walks in the middle of them and just gets smacked
and
around.
Mark. She had an end Mark moment.
So that was so
hilarious.
funny. And then Piper ends up eliminating her on accident.
Yo. Okay. I'm really bad with names. It's like Piper.
Oh, I know the woman that
superplexed Piper.
Yep.
That is insane strength.
Yeah, so
from her.
she was in TNA, I believe, and now she's officially with WWE.
With WWE.
Yeah, that was
She's
like
a
her coming
unit,
out party.
too.
Yeah.
She walked out and I was like, oh shit.
She was a badass.
She's ripped. I was
Yes.
like, oh my God, good for you.
Yes.
The women's Rumble was entertaining
it was
as hell.
solid.
I enjoyed it.
It was
I mean,
solid.
I hated the fact that Charlotte Flair won. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know.
Because like, it's not no disrespect to Charlotte
it's a
Flair.
cop out.
It is a cop out because like Charlotte Flair didn't need to win the Royal Rumble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like she could have came back and got a title shot. She's Charlotte Flair.
Right.
Isn't she like the most decorated women's champion
she
of all
has
time?
I think she has the most titles.
And then she had a knee
She's
injury.
the only woman now to win 2 Royal Rumbles. Like
Right.
It's all.
But she came back off a knee injury. She
Yeah.
would have got a title shot either way because she's Charlotte Flair.
Right.
I feel like they could have given somebody else that stage to win the Rumble and then given her a shot at Tiff.
I
whatever, if that's what you
really
wanted
want
to
to
do.
see Io Sky go back for everything again. I like her, man. Io Sky's dope.
But Io Sky's gonna get a shot at Rhea Ripley now.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's
gonna be
after the Elimination Chamber on a Monday Night Raw. It's
You know she
weird.
ain't winning the game. She ain't winning the match.
Something's gonna happen though. Like I don't know what they're planning with the Elimination Chamber. I actually think Liv Morgan's gonna win. So like
Really?
So I started going back and looking at I think it was the year before or like the year before that. This will be her 3rd Elimination Chamber and she's been really good in the matches.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't think if I'm not mistaken, I don't think she's won one. So like they might put her over and let her win. But like here's the other thing now. I don't want to see Rhea Ripley and freaking
Liv Morgan again.
I don't want to see that again.
Again, yeah. I feel like they squashed that and it should be
But
done.
what they can do is they can do Charlotte Flair and Rhea. That would be the 3rd time they're
third
fighting
time.
each other.
Yeah.
And then it could be Stratton and Liv Morgan. Like that could be a thing. I wouldn't mind seeing. Liv Morgan's good in the ring, and I'm becoming a very big Tiffany Stratton fan. I'm becoming a very big Tiffany Stratton fan.
I've watched more Raw than SmackDown, so I can't sit here and say
I watched the
that
highlights.
Tiff is all right. I don't
Yeah.
mind her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's no level. I don't know enough about her yet.
Tiffy time.
Yeah, Tiffy time. Men's Rumble. Okay, so first off, say his name and he appears. I'm starting.
Say
there.
his name and he appears.
I'm starting there. They got Joe freaking Hendry in the Rumble. Shout out Triple H.
Dude, Triple H.
Shout out Triple H.
Is the fucking man. I don't care. We were here watching it, and he was number 15. We were
With
just
Jason.
sitting there.
Shout out Jason.
Yeah, shout out Jason. What's going on? And we just, all you hear is say it, and we screamed like little girls.
Yo, this man
And
got a pop at the Rumble.
And Jason takes off his sweatshirt, is wearing a Joe Henry shirt, motherfucker.
He's wearing a Hendry shirt underneath his hoodie. I was like, that's goated status right there. I love that. The pop he got.
The pop was really good.
He got probably, I'm just not
Aside
me being,
from Alexa Bliss.
Aside from like Alexa Bliss,
Yeah.
I think he might have gotten.
He got the biggest
one of the
pop,
biggest
aside-
pops.
yeah.
I think like he got him, and then like
Cena was pretty good, but not even Cena wasn't like it
Yeah.
was. They went nuts.
Yeah,
because
they
that
went
was
crazy for Hendry.
you love the unexpected Rumble entrance. Like
Yeah.
that's what you love.
AJ got a good pop too.
Yeah, Styles coming back
Styles
was,
coming
was
back.
really
Yeah,
cool.
shout out AJ Styles coming back.
Yo, but I will say Logan Paul number 30, whack as fuck.
I hated that. I hated it so
Why don't
much.
I don't like him at all.
How could
and
you?
it sucks because he's actually a good performer. Like
Because
he's
now
very
W-
athletic.
But
Like
now his prime drink is posted
know.
all over the place.
he's gonna be in WrestleMania somehow.
Yeah,
I
I know
guarantee
he
it.
is.
Like it is what it
He
is.
debuted his new
Listen,
finishing move. Of course he is.
Yeah, he even had a new. Did you see Raw when CM Punk was like, "Who is this?" Like I don't even know. On the mic, he's like, "I don't even know whose music this is." I like when he does that little stuff. Like, did you see the one where he was like, "Why does he keep interrupting me? Why can't it be Rhea? Why can't it be Rhea Ripley?"
Why can't it be Rhea Ripley? Agreed. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say the same thing. Honestly.
But all in all, like, even when we were watching it, when CM Punk threw out Roman and Seth, which by the way, Seth with that double stomp onto Roman's head, diabolical.
that was crazy.
Diabolical.
Yep.
And then fucking Logan Paul eliminating CM Punk.
Yeah.
The final three is Logan Paul, Cena, and Jay.
And Jay.
So
Wild.
at that point, I'm like, it's
Oh,
Cena.
it's Cena. Yeah, I thought so too. I was like, Cena's gonna win. No way.
I couldn't fucking believe it.
Jey Uso, baby. That's what we do.
Fucking awesome.
Yeet.
Yeet. Oh man.
It's just me, Us.
And you're going to Raw.
I'm going to
Raw.
I
I'm
am
jealous.
going to I am going to Raw.
I'm gonna be in Florida, so I can't. I would go in a heartbeat.
going to Raw 2 weeks after the Elimination
Dude,
Chamber
you know
at MSG.
they're gonna start the show with him, and it's gonna be fucking chaos.
Oh, I already told Michaela I'm embarrassing her immediately. I was like, I will be in this shirt and I will be yeeting. I'll be yeeting it. I was like, I looked at her and I was like, he comes from the crowd sometimes. What if he comes from right behind us? She's like, you're gonna freak out. I was like, I know.
So, what got me back into this? I showed you the video. I'm gonna actually put the video here. I might have even showed it before. Was when Jey Uso was fighting with the Bloodline. It was SmackDown and MSG. I think it was last summer, if I'm not mistaken. And he came out of the crowd, but like he wasn't like yeeting yet. He wasn't doing any of that shit. He just came out of the crowd. I swear to God, like that might have been like one of like the first times where he was like, you know what, this might work for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Very interesting, but wrestling's back, guys. It's fucking cool again.
It's on Netflix now. It's
Yeah.
it's better. I like it on Netflix.
Yeah, I will say they're gonna have a problem with SmackDown.
Yeah.
Because like Cody's kind of boring.
But Cody turned heel at WrestleMania.
He's
Royal Rumble.
Yo, that ladder match. We
Yeah,
didn't even talk about that ladder match.
I was gonna say, should we mention the rest of the? I'm not gonna lie. The only other one I really want to talk about is the ladder match. The
ladder
tag team title match.
Yeah,
I was like,
it didn't matter to me.
it didn't matter to me at
And
all.
that crowd was out of it. They sucked. Indianapolis kind of sucked.
It just it wasn't.
Sorry,
it
guys.
wasn't that
Y'all were a little
good.
quiet.
McAfee made y'all seem out more like than you really were. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like,
I get it.
I will say though, I even said this to you guys when we were watching it. Like, that's what they needed to do to Cody.
Yep.
Because Cody was getting stale already. I love Cody.
he needed to start crossing.
But he needed to start
crossing the line.
right. And when he
That Alabama
slammed Kevin Owens through the fucking ladder.
That was intense.
Yep.
Even like when Owens suplexed him onto the ladder, from the top rope. There, like that shit had to fucking hurt.
Oh, it had to hurt. Yeah, for sure.
It's fucking crazy.
I got a lot of respect for Cody because I feel like when people talk about him outside of wrestling, they mention that he's like, I think one of the things is that he's always like the first person in, last person out. He's always working on his craft. He's that guy. And I get it. I like Cody.
He's
for that
entertaining.
reason.
Like I don't hate his matches.
He's a good
like,
wrestler
it's not,
too. As far as technically in the ring, he's a really good wrestler. But like his title run's already boring.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like they need to create some better storylines for him.
And
in order to keep it going.
they always used to say like Roman never defended his belt. Like Cody's kind of turned into that. He's not defending very often.
Yeah, exactly.
Once a quarter.
That's
right. not
Which is
good.
a problem. Yeah.
That's
I
not
agree with you.
good.
He needs to defend more.
Yeah.
I would agree. And I think that they're going to have a tough time with listen, Jay's obviously going for Gunther. He said it the other day at Raw. He was like, I'm, Gunther, me and you, WrestleMania.
Right.
So what are they going to do with Cody? So like my thing is
it Cena now?
is it Cena? But then like to me, they're not going to make Cena win that match.
No.
I don't think they'd make him win that match at least.
No.
Because I think they'll have him get it by the end of the year if he's going to leave at the end of the year.
My theory was he was going to win something at SummerSlam.
At SummerSlam?
Because SummerSlam is like the big one that's after WrestleMania that things always change. Like, or like a title will change here and there. Like, I'm pretty sure Money in the Bank, when Drew McIntyre won the title and then Damian Priest came and won it again from him, I think that was SummerSlam, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was SummerSlam. Like, things like that happen at SummerSlam, where, like, titles will, like, I feel like, move.
Yeah.
So my guess was that Cena was going to win at SummerSlam. But, like, it's WrestleMania. And now, like, I'm wondering if they're going to turn Cena a little heel. Because he already, with that eliminate... Did you see the eliminate, the conversation after the Royal Rumble? Where he where he held a press conference and he's like, let me give you guys a headline. I've never asked for anything in this business. I am now taking a spot in the Elimination Chamber, and I'm not gonna fight for it. Like I'm not gonna earn it. Like I've given X amount of time to this business. Now you're gonna give me something back.
Yeah.
That's not John Cena.
That's not John Cena.
So like I'm wondering if they're gonna heal him a little bit for a little while.
It's possible.
'Cause
I just can't see him winning a WrestleMania match. That's me personally. If he goes for a title, I can't see.
Well, he hasn't won a singles match in like there's some like it's like crazy stat. It's like 1,000 or 2,000, like some like a crazy amount of days, 1,800 days.
Yeah.
That he hasn't won a singles match or won a title, something like that.
I think they will end up. I think I've told you this before too, like off camera. I think they give him a title by year's end, and then he vacates it to leave. That's my personal.
You think he'll vacate it?
I think I think that he'll end up at some point. They're going to have him take a title from someone.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, and then he'll just to get the most title. Wouldn't he be the most champion of
17,
all time?
17 world champions.
Whatever.
Yep.
So like, give him the most. He'll vacate the belt. Somebody else will go up and fight for it. They'll create something crazy.
I almost wonder if they'll let Jay beat Gunther and then let Cena beat Jay.
That's possible.
That
because
is
I don't know how long.
Because you have the Rumble drama there too, so like they can work off that.
Exactly. Possible. Completely possible.
Dude, if you would have told me like 2 years ago I'd be like this deep back into wrestling, I literally would fucking laugh at you. I remember like years ago trying to watch wrestling. I'm like, how? Like this was a high school thing for me. Like it wasn't even a high school thing. It was like a middle school thing for me. Like how was I watching this?
It's gotten back to being fun again.
No, it has. Like, dude,
fun.
I'm able to actually sit through like 2.5 hours of Raw.
Yeah, Raw. I agree.
I hadn't been able to do it in years, and I'm very excited about it. I don't know why.
I hope Netflix fixes their streams though. Sometimes they get a little janky.
Yo, the last stream, especially during the last match, which it was Punk and Sami Zayn. It was actually a really good match, and they fucked that shit up.
Fucked it up. Yeah, they've had some issues.
Yeah,
I hope Netflix works it out. But
they have to because like they've already started doing the pay-per-views in other countries. Like NBC still has the PLEs, the PLEs here. I think eventually they get SmackDown on Netflix.
On Netflix
like,
too.
I think they're gonna keep dragging more things to Netflix. Like they're probably gonna finish out their contract. Yeah, you kidding me? And Netflix will just keep raising their prices because fuck you, Netflix.
Yeah, pretty much. Assholes. Going up again.
$24.99 for the premium, unless you want ads. No, I've said this about streaming services. What they want to do is make everyone go on the ads so they can make the money. That's why they're making the non-ad tier so high in price. Like at some point, you're just gonna end up like this isn't worth it. I'm gonna pay for the ads.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it goes.
And then it turns into I should have just never left cable and I just get fucking cable.
Yeah, exactly. I was even just saying this the other day because I told Rachel I canceled my YouTube TV.
Because you did cancel?
I started YouTube TV 4 years ago now, and when I got it, it was $45 a month.
Right. What is it like? Triple in price now?
It's fucking $85 a month now.
Double.
I was like,
What's the point?
like, yo, why? Why am I paying $85 a month for like 60 channels?
They realized how much money these people. They
But
realize how
they
much money
do it
they can
because
make.
they're the NFL premium. So they're like, you're gonna pay to get the NFL package, and I'm like, well, no, the fuck, I'm not.
Yeah.
Maybe I will next football season, but probably not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, I'm not paying $85 a month for something that I don't use all the time. I spend more time on the computer than I do on YouTube TV.
I'm on regular YouTube watching videos.
Right.
More
I'll sit there
than
and watch
I am.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I don't care enough to really.
Right.
But I digress.
Yeah. Either way, in conclusion, wrestling is back, guys. Actually, when we're done recording this stuff, we're probably gonna go watch SmackDown. So we're gonna get through these episodes and have to do what we have to do. So, yeet.
Oh, Drew McIntyre tonight, great. I don't.
I actually like Drew McIntyre.
Yeah,
he's a funny motherfucker.
I don't dislike him.
Yeah.
I just like sometimes I'm like, oh,
He's
God, this guy.
Yo, Drew McIntyre's a funny motherfucker.
He's kind of funny. I just get like, I knew once he was going into that triple threat match last week, I was like, he's gonna win this fucking match. Like I knew it already.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know who's on SmackDown right now that I even feel like
Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy's there. That's
Jimmy.
right.
They just transferred Damian Priest.
Oh, that's right. Damian Priest is
Damian
there.
Priest got transferred last week, and he just started. Who came out to him last week and started this whole drama thing with him? I forget. Somebody did. Somebody on SmackDown came out and started.
It wasn't Drew McIntyre. It wasn't LA Knight. No, Drew and LA Knight.
Drew and LA
had
Knight
the triple.
had the fight
the triple threat
with Jimmy
Yeah.
Uso. Somebody came out to McIntyre and started talking shit. I forget. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's probably going to come back on tonight.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be in a match.
Yeah,
because it started last week.
We'll have to watch it.
So
but
I like Damian.
Damian Priest is
like
cool.
Damian Priest
Bondage
a lot.
Undertaker.
Yeah, I like Damian Priest a lot. Actually, I think he's cool.
He's cool.
I don't know what they're going to do with him, but
I don't know. I'm glad he's away from the Judgment Day. I'm so done with the Judgment Day.
the Judgment Day's stupid.
It's
Really
lame.
stupid.
Don't do it, dude. I know what you're trying to do. Don't. Just let it go, okay? I'm talking here. I'm talking. Thank you. Dude. I'm talking.
Get a dog, they say.
You're You good?
You're a good boy.
Come on, get down.
You're a good boy.
Get down. We got to record stuff. Okay. All right, come on. Come on. All right.
He's such a ham.
Right. He really is. He's a 75-pound lapdog. It's impressive.
He's your 75-pound lap dog. He
sure is.
He ain't like that with anybody else.
No.
Look at the side eye I'm getting.
Well, he does
right
it with
now.
Amanda now.
Yeah.
He does it. He'll crawl up on the couch and like try and.
I get side eye until I give him a piece of crust.
But don't raise your voice at him like that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Getting into the next thing now. It's time to talk about the Super Bowl.
Oh,
it's so time to talk about the Super Bowl.
Fly, Eagles, fly. I'll do it.
On the road to victory. Damn it, Thor.
Let me tell you something.
Ooh, that was domination.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start here. If you would have told me that the Eagles were gonna win the Super Bowl 40-22, and Shayshawn Barkley was gonna be held to under 100 yards,
Shayshawn Barkley.
That's
right.
I would have said you're fucking crazy. There's no way.
Right.
But guess what happened? Jalen Hurts showed up.
Yeah.
And beat the shit.
damn right he
Well,
did.
actually, shout out Jalen Hurts. Had a good game.
Eagles
statistically.
defense.
Eagles defense carried the whole fucking thing on their backs.
Eagles
Let's
defense.
just call a spade a spade.
100%.
They hit Patrick Mahomes
6 sacks,
constantly.
6 sacks, 2 interceptions, 1 pick six, and a fumble.
By the time we got out of the first quarter, I was telling everybody who I was watching Super Bowl with, Mahomes has happy feet. This game is fucking over.
Yeah.
He's not. Every time I saw him drop back, I was like, oh, this dude's done. He's
And
cooked.
the best part about that is the Eagles did not blitz once.
Didn't have to. Four-man rush.
4-man rush. That was it the
I
whole
think
night.
somebody who was like a lesser Sweat had like three
Yes,
three
he
sacks.
did. He flat out said like I should have been the MVP.
He should have. I mean, Jalen Hurts had a good game.
He might have caught. Did he cause the fumble? I don't remember.
I think he forced a fumble.
Yeah.
I know he had 2 or 3 sacks.
It's fucking sick.
But everybody, bro, let me tell you, I'm gonna give a shout out to Eagles real quick. I'm gonna let you talk about your Eagles. Howie Roseman built a roster.
The GOAT.
A roster.
Yeah.
Like you have 2 defensive tackles from freaking Georgia that I think they're from Georgia or Bauer. I can't remember. They're from one of the big schools. I think it was Georgia. In Jalen Carter. I can't remember the other dude's name off the top of my head, but really good. They push the pocket up front, and then you got these edges that are just
Monsters.
in the quarterback's face constantly.
Yep.
I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, bro, like the formula to win the Super Bowl hasn't really changed as much as everybody thinks over the past couple
defense.
years. Everybody thinks, oh, you need Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Guess what? Even Tom Brady was stopped by the NASCAR package of the Giants years ago. 4 rushers in your face constantly.
Yep.
Guess what the Eagles did? 4 rushers in
your
Mahomes' face
face.
constantly. Stopped them. That's
Yeah.
it. The formula hasn't fucking changed.
Yeah.
Rush to if you don't have the guy that's going to be I can put up 500 yards and 5 touchdowns at a whim.
Yep.
Be the team that gets that quarterback on the ground constantly, and you will probably win.
100%.
That's the bottom line.
It's the truth, man, dude.
Like
the first half of the game, Mahomes threw for 27. They went 27 yards.
Yep.
They didn't cross the 50-yard line to their side of the field until the middle of the third quarter.
Yep.
And they didn't start like that game was 44-6. Like I'm pretty sure until
I don't think it got that high.
Oh no,
I thought it was 30 something to 6 at some point.
No.
Was it 44 to 6?
I think it was. What was the final score again?
I know that 40 to 22.
Oh, so it was 40-6 at one point.
Was it 40 to 6?
Yeah,
I
and
remember them
then
scoring 2 touchdowns. Like,
those
didn't
2
matter.
touchdowns were in the last like 7 minutes of
Yeah,
the game.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
even count those touchdowns.
That's garbage time stats. And on the second touchdown, the Eagles, all the backups were in.
Yeah.
It's like, who does that count
Kenny
against?
Pickett was in like the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, like,
Which,
that doesn't...
By
like,
the way, let's talk about the backups being put in the last 5 minutes of the Super Bowl.
the Super Bowl. We haven't seen that. That's fucking crazy. Like domination from the Eagles, dude.
And dude,
Can't even, like,
no one is allowed to talk about Jalen Hurts like shit ever again.
not the way. That was the best game I've seen Jalen Hurts play all year.
Well, dude, but here's
The best.
But you know what? And people forget that. Like, you look at the stats. Even in the last time they were in the Super Bowl, he fucking put up numbers against the Chiefs. He put up it was still
did.
38-35.
He actually had a better game the first time against
he
the
did.
Chiefs.
He
But he didn't
did.
have to do as much because the defense didn't.
Right.
That game they just got outscored.
Yeah, 100%.
It was what it was. But the defense came up this time and was like, yo.
Right.
I mean,
And listen, even though they stopped Shayshawn, he still put up 96 yards, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, but it took him 31 carries.
Right,
Like,
took him a
he didn't
boatload of
get
carries.
he didn't have more than a 5-yard run. I don't think. Maybe he had one 8 or 9 yard run, maybe, but
Nope.
they stopped him. They did a good job with that. But listen, and you were saying, what the hell, Howie?
Howie Roseman.
This guy, and I forgot he got all these picks for getting rid of Wentz.
Yes.
Those picks got him
Jalen Carter.
AJ Brown, Jalen Carter, Cooper DeJean, and Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Those 4 picks came from getting rid of Carson Wentz, who was sitting on the sideline of the Chiefs, by the way.
Pat Mahomes' backup now, which is wild to think about.
Bro, you want to talk about the future? Shit.
Howie has always been a very aggressive owner in the sense that he's made some moves that you feel like questionable at times, and he's made moves that you've been like, damn, if that really, like, he's never shied away from the controversial pick, the this, that, the other. By the way, let's just have a moment here to shout out Cooper DeJean.
Rookie.
First off, rookie. Secondly, white. Our Cooper DeJean's a white.
Our Cooper DeJean is a white.
This is not to sound racist. White is not really like DBs in the NFL are not white. Let's just call a spade a spade. They're not white.
Bro, my
ever.
man was moving.
So Cooper DeJean on his birthday pick 6 Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Do you know how laid he got? like he had the best day of his life. Like, I can't imagine it being my 22nd birthday. I picked 6, the best quarterback in the NFL, and I won the Super Bowl.
I've only been legal drinking for a year.
Oh my God. He probably had the best day of his life.
Right.
No, it doesn't get better than that.
The parade was today, so today might also be the second best day of his life.
Insane. Shout out Cooper DeJean, by the way.
He
just, oh man.
Good for him, man.
Dude, that pick 6, I was sitting there watching. I'm like, bro, I can't believe he threw that pick 6. I'm like, there's no way.
Yep.
Happy Feet calls pick 6.
Dude.
He had to throw the ball early.
Yeah, even the guy they got off a free agency that was he on the Saints? The bald-headed dude. He had the other pick. Like, they randomly picked him up in free agency and had, like, no expectations of this guy.
Yep.
Guy fucking catches an interception in the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah. Nick Bond. Is that
Yeah, Bond, yes.
Yeah.
He's
gonna make a boatload of money next year.
Yeah, it was so just like this season and how it just all came full circle. Like everything with Saquon Barkley. Like we've been talking about that Hard Knocks video about the owner not being able to sleep with the Giants for how long, and he went from never he made the playoffs once in his career and lost the first game. He went from never winning in the playoffs to winning a fucking Super Bowl.
Crazy.
Fucking awesome.
Yep. Absolutely crazy.
Oh my God, I can go on forever. And the Chiefs just gave up. They gave up. Did you see that? There was one play they've been showing a lot on highlights where Travis Kelce he's in coverage and like Mahomes is running for his life and he's just standing there, like just looking at him. Like he was frozen. Like I literally think he did not know what to do.
There were also, I saw, I'm glad you brought up Travis Kelce. There were multiple times where I watched people were highlighting him on TikTok. There were plays where Travis Kelce was supposed to chip block and he just got blown up. Like he literally he looks like a shell of himself compared to how he looked a couple years ago. Yep. And obviously Travis Kelce is arguably, I mean, he's got to be top 2-3 tight ends of all time. You could argue one. If you wanted to argue one with me based on stats, I would have that discussion with you. I saw Rob Gronkowski play. I think he's a better player.
Right.
Travis Kelce, yards and touchdowns wise, probably. Yes, obviously.
Right. He's broken a ton of records.
He's broken a ton of records. There's no denying how great he is. But in terms of what he has been the past couple of years, Travis Kelce's not himself anymore. And he has to admit that to himself.
And I'm sure he has to know.
He knows. He knows by now.
And listen,
he had 27 yards in the Super Bowl, some shit like that. I think he had 35, some shit like that. I think he finished with 35, 40 yards. I mean, that's not Travis Kelce, bro.
Well, it's been like that all season.
That's right. He had a big game.
Crazy cover. He's been crazy covered like most of the season.
Well, he's also been in the AFC Championship game. He had a solid game, and he showed up at moments, but like throughout the season, he's been missing.
Yeah.
So like And you're talking about a guy who's statistically had 1,000 yards like every year for the
Right,
past
he's
6-7
he's
years.
the difference maker on the field.
Right.
Because how
So,
many
like-
wide receiver issues has Kansas City have? Like not just this year, but like most of the time.
Well, I don't think
now
moving forward.
not anymore. No, listen, Xavier Worthy's good. They still got like
When
D-Hop,
Rashee
they
Rice
got-
comes back,
Yeah,
Rashee Rice was honestly their number one, and I think he's going to be nasty when he gets back.
I'm sure he will. Look, they're not done. Like Kansas
No.
City isn't done. Like we're gonna be
They'll
dealing with
retool.
Kansas City for years. So it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a Patriots thing. We're gonna be dealing with this guy for years. It just is what it is.
And that's the whole NFL is though.
Yeah.
Like he's not going anywhere.
Right.
Pat Mahomes will be back.
Yep.
It's just a matter of, I think he had a bad day.
Yep.
Eagles defense was in his face all game. It's just
But listen,
rough.
I attribute Travis's little bit. I'm not gonna call it a downfall, but his slight downward turn to one thing. And unfortunately, this is a thing in sports as it is in real life. Women weaken legs, and it just is the truth. And when that woman is Taylor Swift and pretty much a billionaire, and you're dealing with the limelight of Taylor Swift and the booing in the Super Bowl and freaking, President Trump saying like all those boos for Taylor Swift were deserved and all this crap, like you're dealing with more than just football now.
Yeah,
You're
you are.
dealing with the limelight. He's got his podcast, all these crazy deals. Like there's so much outside of football that's going on with him that like maybe he needs to refocus.
Did you
right?
did you catch a clip from the podcast
About him talking about the Super Bowl and like
about him talking about he answered the question if he was going to retire.
did he say yes?
So okay,
I didn't see that part.
Let me put it to you this way. So these guys all pretty much act the same way unless they're like. I feel like Jason Kelsey knew as soon as they lost that Super Bowl, he was like, that's my last run. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
He kind of said it.
Yeah.
The way Travis Kelsey sounded on that podcast, he sounded like a guy who's done. He like
I didn't hear the whole thing.
he kind of looked at the camera and was just kind of like, I haven't made a decision yet. Obviously, I have to sit down, talk to my family and friends, and figure out where I'm at. But the way he sounded, like the energy wise,
He sounded like he was done.
it sounded like I'm kind of done.
Yeah.
because he knows going into next year. I think he's coming into a year where he's gonna have to retool his contract. They're gonna have to figure some stuff out.
I don't think Kansas City's going to re-sign him. There's like I think he has like a $19 million contract.
he does. So they're gonna either cut it or he's gonna restructure.
Right. You
one or the
either
other.
you either have to take less money or walk away
because he
from-
knows he's not the same guy anymore, especially statistically.
Yeah.
So it's like at that point, he has to decide. Well, am I good enough to come back and we're gonna still compete and I'll take less money just to go get a championship?
Honestly, I mean, this is just me. I mean, listen, I've never played a sport like that at that level, but like, he's got money coming in left, right, and center with all the podcast. Like, honestly, like, do you want to keep putting your body through this stuff? Like, you've already won a couple of championships. Like,
He's a multiple-time champion.
Maybe
and
it's-
he's broken all sorts of
that's what
tight
I'm
end
saying, man.
records.
Maybe it's just time. You know,
Like
what?
at some point,
and
I
he's
think
still.
he's
How
30.
old is he?
He's the same age as me. He's 36.
Dude, so
we're both. He's 30. Yeah,
Dude,
35,
go
36.
live your life.
Yeah, same age as me.
Like, go live. Like, you did some crazy shit. You're a guaranteed Hall of Famer. Like, just
He's definitely a guaranteed.
yeah,
Hall of
dude. That's
Famer.
what I'm saying. Like, just go. Make a decision. That's right for you. That's it.
And I just think even if he came back next year, like we were just saying, like Kansas City shifting their offense, you could see it already. They brought back Hollywood Brown. He's going to be around next year. Rashee Rice is coming back off injury. Xavier Worthy looks nasty. At some point, Mahomes is going to shift the targets away from Kelsey being slower.
Yeah.
It's going to go to the other guy. So now you're just going to be a third, fourth option. Like, are you really going to come back for all that? Like,
Yeah.
maybe if you think you're guaranteed to win another title, maybe. But like that's few and far between in the NFL. Still got to retool and hope your defense comes back better. I'm saying, like,
That's a big hope.
it's a hope, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to lose pieces this year. People forget Kansas City's about to lose one of their best offensive linemen. Left tackle's a free agent. He's gone.
Shit.
They're going to lose pieces, but Kansas City's been good at replacing those pieces over the years.
Yes.
So like,
And
can
listen,
they do it? Sure.
Andy Reid's still a great coach. Like,
is,
they still
100%.
have a lot of great things going on there. Trust me, this ain't the last time we've heard from him.
No, for sure. And it's definitely going to get interesting for the Eagles next year, man. Because let me tell you,
Dude, after winning a Super Bowl, you know how that goes. You get the Super Bowl. Who leaves? Who stays?
And I
who
feel like-
restructures? Who we re-sign? Who,
I feel like the NFC East is always up in the air every year. I
dude,
feel like nobody ever
Jaden Daniels is a
Jaden
problem.
Daniels is coming.
That guy's not going anywhere. We're gonna have a problem with him.
And the Commanders have like the second or third most cap space in the NFL, and Jaden Daniels, and they made the NFC Championship game next.
It's
last
gonna
year.
the
They're coming,
Commanders.
bro.
The Commanders are coming.
Commanders are coming.
100%. They're gonna be contenders for the next God knows how many years.
Mm-hmm.
Jaden Daniels is gonna get some crazy ass fucking contract that the NFL's never
in
seen.
like 4 years.
Yeah, that's fine, but he'll still get it.
Yeah, he will.
He will still get it.
He'll get it. Kid's
Um,
nasty.
The Giants are hysterical. Did you see that the owner put up 10% of the Giants to sell today?
He should put up 100%.
He should.
So should the Jets owner.
10%'s a major stake to
Go
put up.
Go just
after
sell
a
the
season.
teams,
After
dude.
a season like that, that's saying something. That's saying that's either saying like I need help or I'm done with this shit.
I wish more people would.
Speaking of more people being done with shit, Aaron Rodgers.
God, we're bringing up Aaron Rodgers.
Well, we have to talk about it. I mean, it's big news. How you feeling? You knew it was coming?
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling.
Yeah.
I'm numb to the Jets. At this
know,
point.
I
You what I'm saying?
know.
Like it's a reset again.
I know,
Like,
but I've heard you say you're numb and then like you come back.
yeah, like
I've seen
because,
it.
because it's something because like
No, you like the abuse.
yeah, I do like I love the you know
Between
what I mean?
that and the Knicks, I mean the Knicks are
The Knicks are good.
Knicks are good. I know.
I was gonna say the Knicks are the third best team in the East.
Knock on
Let's-
wood.
I was gonna say let's
Yes.
chill out. They're
I
really
know.
good.
But
this
you
year.
know what I mean.
No, what I will say is I teeter in between. So like I think Aaron Rodgers is the Jets' best option for next year. Obviously, they decided they don't want to go that route. I understand because with Aaron Rodgers comes a lot of the personality, the Pat McAfee, the talking about doing fucking drugs in a darkness retreat. Like you get all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like that comes with
That
Aaron
Pat
Rodgers.
McAfee show, dude. Do you think the coach really had that conversation with him?
I
Like,
don't. I think it was fabricated.
you think it was bullshit?
Yeah, I think it was bullshit. I think the Jets had a conversation with him, and I think it was someone like, listen, we have a youngish roster outside of you. We're just gonna retool at quarterback, and we'll give you the chance to go somewhere and compete. Hopefully, we know that we're gonna be building again, possibly for another year or two or three, or if you're the Jets, so probably another decade. You know, like I get it. I get where they're coming from, but like it's really tough because I said this in the previous show. I don't want to get on a whole Jets rant right now, but like they have these young pieces that are actually pretty good, and now you're wasting all of them by not having the right coaching in place. These guys are about to come up on their 5th-year options. Once those 5th-year options are done, you have no shot at keeping them unless you find a way to get a quarterback in the building that's going to keep you competitive, and you have finally hired the coaching staff to hold the team accountable to be what they can be. If not, you don't have anything. And right now, it starts at the very top. We haven't hired the owner sucks. Haven't hired the right GM and fucking coach. And now it's like we're restarting that process again. Owner's still in place. He still fucking sucks.
Right. The shit falls downhill.
So shit falls downhill. So like I love Aaron Glenn. I hope it works for the Jets. I think I loved him as a player. I've been watching. He was on the team when I started watching Jets in the 90s.
Okay.
So like I like Aaron Glenn as a person. Do I think it's going to work out for him long term? Fuck no, because the Jets will ruin him because what they do. He'll be here for 3 years. He'll be fired. He'll be a scapegoat. That's life because we don't draft a good quarterback and we don't have the right pieces in place.
Jesus.
Like it's all just a trickle down effect, and the Jets are frustrating. So like, what's going to happen this year? They're going to make some moves, probably going to draft. Apparently, I've heard rumors that they're all in on this year's quarterback class. You know why they're all in on this quarterback class?
Where's Archie Manning coming in?
Because next year. Because what's going to happen is the Jets draft a quarterback in the year where the quarterbacks suck.
Yeah.
And then they play decent enough to have the 15th pick in the draft when the good quarterbacks come out. This is the same cycle over and over and over again.
How is Archie Manning looking?
Yeah, he looks great.
Does he?
Yeah, he looks great. Yeah, he looks like an all generation. He looks like Andrew Luck 2.0, you know? But like, we're not going to get that guy, you know, because he'll go to like fucking, I don't know. He'll go to the Titans next year when they suck again. Like because the Jets can never get the first pick.
Yeah.
They couldn't get Trevor Lawrence because we had to win an extra game at the end of the year. They couldn't get the guy ever.
That's like the Giants too,
Like-
though. The Giants had an opportunity, and like the week before the last week, win a game.
Win a game, a meaningless game. It means nothing.
It means literally nothing.
That's why the Jets suck, though. They're so bad. Like, they're honestly, I mean this wholeheartedly. They are the toughest team to root for in all of professional sports.
Yeah.
I'm not joking when I say that.
Really?
It used to be the Knicks at one point in time. The Jets were always kind of there. The Mets are always hovering there.
The Mets are all right
but
right
the
now.
Jets are bad. Like, they have the longest playoff drought in professional sports.
What is it now? 31.
It's fucking 14 consecutive years of not making the playoffs.
Is it 14?
Yeah. They haven't made the playoffs.
Why do I think it was longer than
They
that?
haven't made the playoffs since 2010. So 15 now this year. 15
Oh,
years.
I was thinking about how many last time Dallas won a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, it's like 30 years. Which, by the way, fuck you, Dakota Prescott. You keep my team's name out of your fucking mouth, you motherfucker. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to get you on
No,
the
it's
Jets
okay.
tangent.
It's just, they are the hardest team to root for. Honestly, it's really bad. Like and like I keep on going. Like at what point do I just pull out and become a Lions fan? Like I don't know what to do. I genuinely don't. I might cheer for Jaden Daniels. Hope that doesn't bother you. I might.
Honestly,
I don't know.
dude, I'm kind of cheering for James. Dude, that guy came out of nowhere and he's a beast.
I don't know what to do, man. But
He's
I
like
can't.
a little guy too. It's kind of crazy.
But like cheering for the Jets is just like it's like fucking punching yourself in the balls repeatedly.
It sucks.
It's horrible.
That sucks.
Like I hate it, man. They make me like cry and throw up at the same time. It's fucking terrible.
They make you crow up?
Yeah, like it's bad, man.
Yikes. All right. We'll get off the Jets, but all right, that's it. I guess that's it. That's an episode. We're glad to be back, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna keep coming back. I promise. We won't take a month off. Last yeet. I said that. I said we wouldn't take weeks off, and we took a month off. We won't take a month off, but there might be some real life shit in between. But you'll find out about more stuff later. Anyway, from me and Aaron, this is Two Bald Bros Podcast, episode 23. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. As always, like our stuff. We're on YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. And hit us up on the socials, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I don't know, whatever else is out there or is going to get canceled. I don't know. We'll probably be on it. Take care. Have a great time. And yeet!